Good morning and welcome to A Few Minutes with God.
This and coffee.
And coffee. Heck yeah. Good stuff.
Good morning.
This morning we're reading out of John 11:14 through 16. And it's we're talking about Lazarus' death. And Jesus is speaking. And so then Jesus said plainly, Lazarus is dead, and I am glad for your sakes. I was not there so that you may believe. But let's go now to him. Then Thomas said to the other followers, let us also go so that we can die with him. Greg, what Jesus is teaching? What lessons is he trying to get across to the guys here?
A lot of them. I mean, a bunch. Yeah. The amazing thing is, Jesus realized that if he was there, that nobody would have learned anything because they would have expected him to just heal right there on the spot. And they would have given credit to him for healing, but you know, healing became a common thing with him where people were just automatically taking it for granted. I mean, to the point. It was still a beautiful thing and they still were appreciative, but they were still just kind of getting there, you know, and so they knew if he was there that he would have just healed him and he would never have died. But Jesus said, you know, in that latter part, he says, I'm glad I was not there. I'm glad I wasn't there because now you didn't just put that on me to heal him. Now I can show you the true power of God. Now I can really show you what our God is about. I can show you how he is above life and death. I can show you how it doesn't matter at what stage you are, he can still restore you. And that goes along with our faith too. It's a very symbolic thing that, you know, it doesn't matter how bad your past was, he still can forgive that. And just like he can restore the flesh, he can restore you without sin. Well, it's symbolic in that, but then another part of it is also understand, people of this planet, nothing is too great. Nothing is beyond the power of the Lord. If you believe strong enough and you pray hard enough, you can move a mountain. Jesus has told him that time and time again.
Just with the faith of a mustard seed.
The faith of a mustard seed, exactly. I mean, so the point is I mean, it doesn't matter that Lazarus is dead. It doesn't matter that he died 4 days ago. He can still restore him. He knew that. And he even took his time. He stopped off in Bethany and greeted people and talked with folks. That's the whole point. He was making a point that I'm now going to show you the true power of God.
They were becoming too dependent on his.
Exactly.
So they were just running. And you think back where the Roman soldier came to him and he said, Jesus, I need you to come and heal my son. And just go home, man. Your son's fine.
Your son's already. Your faith has healed
you. Yeah, you came all this way riding day and night to get me.
That's right.
Come home, your son's healed.
How about the lady that while he was walking through the town square just reached up and touched his robe? She said, wait a minute, I felt the power leave me. I mean, just like that. It was her faith that healed her. It's Jesus' power, and it takes the power of God, but it's still her faith.
I like this part because, you know, Thomas, he chimes in right there toward the end, and this guy Thomas, as you read along, you get a little further, and he's just doubting everything. Jesus, he doesn't believe it. But this guy was so passionate that he lacked that faith, but man, he was courageous. He was ready. Because they knew at this time, they're in Jerusalem, they were ready to kill Jesus.
Oh yeah,
they were ready. But he said, man, let's all go.
Right.
Let's all go. He was ready to give his life for Lazarus, you know, and die with him. So, I don't know. It's just a little throw that in there, you know.
Very symbolic. I mean, you know, later on in the chapter, Jesus makes another statement. He says, this is Jesus talking to Martha. He says, Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life.
Yeah.
He who believes in me will live, period. Even though he dies, meaning of the flesh, and whoever lives and believes in me will never die, of the Spirit. And what a beautiful thing, because he's already said that of Lazarus, is that, you know what, I can restore him. The flesh is nothing. It's your spirit you need to be worried about. You need to concentrate on your spirit because that is eternal. That's forever. That is millions of years. Your flesh is here for a very short period of time. And it's just to get your spirit in the right shape to get before God. And that's really why you're here.
Exactly.
So work on it. Get it going,
Exactly.
you know. I mean, forget this body. The body's going to go away.
He kind of taught Martha a little lesson that even we could take off, that it's not what we do in front of everybody. It's what we do when nobody's looking. Exactly. Right. It's not by judging by appearances. It's not. It's God judges the heart, right. And Jesus knows every one of us in heart. Doesn't matter what you say, what you think, whatever. You already.
It's what your actions.
It's what your actions.
It's what your heart believes.
Exactly.
And what you're doing. That's right.
Exactly. Well, all right. Enjoy your coffee this morning.
Have a heart for God.
Amen.
See ya.
Bye.